It has happened to many of us. You have a great idea to improve the business. It will add significant value and improves people's lives. And you finally have an audience with a client, a boss, or maybe the board. You've got 5 minutes. What will you say? The example may sound extreme, but I believe we only ever have 5 minutes to make our point. After that time, you either have their attention or you lost them. 5 minutes is the new elevator pitch, and it's everywhere. Let me talk about 3 different approaches to structuring a presentation like that. A great example of a 5-minute delivery is a typical investor pitch. VCs make startups do these in speed dating format. The typical VC pitch goes something like this. Here's a big world problem we're solving. Here's our unique solution to solving that problem. Here's the traction we're getting, proof that our customers are interested. Here's the amazing team we have. And here's how we will spend your money. That's pretty much it. There is nothing inherently wrong with a Shark Tank approach to a value pitch. It's focused more on getting an idea funded than improving a business. But otherwise, it has all the elements needed for a great value story, as we will cover it shortly. My second example of a structure is from my consulting days. As our managing partner said, if you cannot make your point in 5 minutes, you don't have a point. Before every client presentation, the partner made us summarize our Prezi in 5 minutes. Let me tell you, you get very clear on your message if you do that a few times. Try 100 times. I still remember his questions before client meetings. 1. What are the biggest problems the client wants to solve? 2. Who had the same challenges and how did they overcome them? 3. What value did they get in the end? 4. How did we help the client produce the same result? And 5. What resources are needed to ensure success? Over time, it became second nature to get the essence of the storyline in 5 minutes. A good 5-minute value pitch mostly talks about the audience's needs, not about yours, never about yours. The first return on investment you will ever demonstrate to a client is the ROI on those 5 minutes of their time. If you waste their time, they will assume you will waste their money. So how should you develop your 5-minute value story? First, you have to be clear on what problems you are solving. For me, problems are negative, so I call them performance gaps, a gap between where they are and where they want to be. Value creation for me is nothing more than closing that performance gap. So you always start with a performance gap. The client would like to accomplish something and they are not there yet. That's the gap. And you are there to help them close that gap. You show them how others have done the same, preferably with your help. So here's the flow I recommend for every 5-minute value story. Number 1, start with a big, bold statement. How you can close the performance gap. Like, if you need to improve same-store sales by $100 million, I have a way to get you to 80 million growth. Or if you're trying to reduce indirect spend by 100 million, we can get you 60 million. You get the idea. Big, bold summary of your entire value pitch. Number 2, the performance gap. Show your understanding of their top objectives versus where they are. You have to research this. It may be specific to them or the industry. Like 28% of collection issues in the industry are because of invoice matching problems. That's what we need to fix. Do your research and pick the ones most likely to resonate. Number 3, what did others do? Others with the same performance gap found a way to close them. Describe what they did. Whatever you offer better be one of those strategies. Also be honest. They have many ways to close the gap. Don't claim to be the only way. Number 4, what value did they get out of that project? They may not have gotten everything they wanted. No one does. Whatever those clients accomplished had to be significant. No one wants to hear about an effort with marginal returns. And number 5, we can help you get a similar value. Whether you're pitching your client or your boss, you want them to make a change, and have you do it. Now is the time to talk about what's unique about you, your team, and your offerings. And number 6, why take action now? Even if you know we must do something, we must prioritize it over something else calling for our attention. Urgency is the ultimate motivator. Why is this action urgent? Could be many reasons. Your competition is doing it. Your industry peers are. It would free up resources and budgets. We have the time to do it. We have the budget to do it. Or your customers are complaining. Getting your message across clearly is critical to getting buy-in for the change you are suggesting. Practicing this will make you a better communicator, and the 5-minute value story will become second nature. Talk soon.